Like, I honestly think that it's like an aura going around in the air. It's like an aura going around where as though everybody trying to keep up with the latest, keep up with what's trending, when that's really half of what we should be focusing on. Some other stuff is going on, like 5G. I'm gonna break down with 5G. 5G taps into your spirituality. 5G taps into your imagination. 5G is not just a thought. It's tapping into your thoughts. 5G is like everything that you thought was secret. Everything that you thought was like secret society, it's not secret anymore. That's 5G. It's like 5G is like the awakening of the world. You get what I'm saying? Like thought process, how you think, how you eat, how healthy you are. Everything can be affected with 5G. Everything. 5G is dangerous. Okay? When somebody's constantly turning on something and aiming something at a group of minorities. You see what I'm saying? You gotta look at countries. Who's healthy? Who's weak? What are they struggling with? That's 5G. Okay? 5G is nothing but a spiritual attack that happens from computers and internet and machinery. And 5G is the building of computer technology and the breaking down of humans. The more they break us down, the more they build technology. That's basically what 5G is. Sucking what you have up here to help make these robots, to help make them better. They have to literally suck your knowledge, what you know, everything from you, okay, in order for there to be 5G. You got that information from humans. That's what 5G is. Like, it's not like you press a button on a tablet and it says, go back to this page. It's not like Alexa. Alexa was just to get you prepared for the 5G. That's the only thing Alexa did. Get you ready. You talk to something, Alexa cut the light on. Alexa cut the light on. That's basically a little bit of 5G. You know what I'm saying? 5G is like, it's basically dangerous. Because they have to, like I said, test your brain and everybody around you to see how we think. Then they take the knowledge that we think about, that we know about, and they put it in the machine. That's just all it is, common sense. That's why 4G light works for the phones. It's supposed to make the phones better. We paying for that, right? But when it comes to 5G, what are you paying for when you get 5G? Okay, you're paying for people's rights to be taken away. You're paying for people to be sodomized. You're paying for people to be harassed. You're paying for people to be raped, tortured, brutally killed. That is what they had to do to get 5G. Okay, just like we got America. What did we do to get America? We had to go to war, right? Okay, they went to war already to get 5G started. War was when they started attacking us. Real talk, mentally, physically. How do they get this technology to be so strong? Well, the average person's brain is strong because the average person is alone. You don't have no family. You don't have no friends. You know, that's what they want us to be, alone, miserable. No family, no friends, no support. This is what the evils of the world decided that they have to use as a strategy to make robots and machines think like us. So they have to weaken us and strengthen them. You can't have a good robot walking around if you got a human around. Because as long as there's humans, you really don't need a machine. But they feel like they do need a machine. There was somebody didn't show up for work. If they don't want to pay them to come to work, guess what? 5G, robot. You call, I would like to pay a bill. Press number 1. If you want to use your debit card, press number 2. You're talking to a machine, Slim. You're not talking to a human anymore. When you go to the Giant, checkout. Yeah, pretty soon in about 2099, you're going to go have a baby, and the machine is going to go inside of you, breaking your water now. Baby coming out now. Baby coming out now. They going to be, okay, what do they already got? They already got Tesla cars. Tesla what? Drives you around. You don't even need a human to drive you around. Get what I'm saying? So every second they turn this machine on, every second it's reading minds, because it's picking up number 1, quantum physics. Quantum physics means that, okay, things are traveling through me. Things are traveling. Energies. Certain types of energy travels. And certain types of energy is like transparent. But it's still something. But it's transparent. So they have researched all the energy, all the whatever that they can research. And they decided that we are powerful people. Okay. So they said, okay, well, since they're so powerful, how can we make them weak? Okay, we got to make them sick in order to make them weak. How can we make them sick? Chemtrails. Okay, black on black crime, crack, AIDS, HIV, I mean, this is what they are doing to weaken our mind, but at the same time to be able to tap into your mind, to tell what you're thinking about, what you're feeling about. They read in your mind. It's not a secret. Everybody know what's going on when you're sad, when you're crying. Only very strong people can keep their emotions inside. When somebody embarrass you or somebody hurt you and you don't have to show no emotion, that's a strong person, because they're able to keep themselves emotions on the inside, and on the outside they only showing you what they want you to see. You get what I'm saying? So basically, like, where I'm going with this is 5G is stolen intelligence that came from human beings, that they had to do something viciously evil and something seriously wicked in order to get the technology out of a real human brain and put it in a robot. Okay, this is nothing like just a machine. No, this is machine interacting with humans. That's what's happening. Okay, now they might say clone or whatever. That's 5G. 5G. You can take a machine and grow a human, and all you gotta do in the test tube, baby. Come on, test it like a test tube, baby. Take the egg, take the seed, put it in a tube. When it grows, and I mean, it's psychic, it's crazy, but I mean, it's actually happening. And basically, what they want to do is read your mind at every second. They want to know what you're thinking. They think this will prevent terrorist attacks and stuff like that. They think that if we read their mind, we will know when the next one is happening. But the thing is that by them being racist, they're the ones doing the terrorist attack, and they're not chipping up themselves, but they're chipping up others, and they're tapping into other people's mind. And then when one of theirs do a crime, you notice they don't go to jail. They don't. That's how you know when it's their crimes. When the people, they was crazy. But you do the same motherfucking crime. No, you knew what you was doing. You was intelligent. I mean, the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So what they trying to do is see who's dumb and who's smart. And those who are smart and who are keeping up, they are every second turning on the machines. You in the house, what the hell is going on? I mean, it's really happening. It's really people passing out. People trying to block the shit, putting chips and putting magnets and stuff to intersect the thoughts of the machine, tapping into you, and so that you don't give out information to the machine. Literally, though. Why do you think sometimes you get dressed, you put on something, and you didn't tell nobody, and then you go outside, everybody looking like you? That's sort of sounds what I'm saying. Or if you have social networks and you're popular. If you're popular, everybody's always on your page. How do people get popular? People get popular from everybody knowing who they are. Well, how does everybody know who you are? You had to been through some things. You had to go through some things to get the popularity that you got. You had to go through some things, okay? But I pray for peace, keeping my brain to myself. It belongs to me. It doesn't belong to 5G or no motherfucking body else. Understand what I'm saying? So this is how I'm going to break down with 5G. 5G is the CERN machine being turned on. And when they turn the CERN machine on, they tap into anybody that has a microchip. Anybody has a microchip. They tapping into your shit. They reading your mind. They putting thoughts in your mind. And if you ain't strong, you're not going to survive. If you're strong, you might be able to survive. But you have to have the Lord. You have to have the angels. You have to call upon the deities of this world. You have to call upon them. Ra, Father Ra, Rapata. You have to know. You have to know. And Yanaki. You can ask some of them is smart. You know, you got to tap into water. Tap into water. Water is a healing agent. If we don't drink enough of it, we will all die. Like, also what I recommend is like for certain sicknesses and stuff, you know, our bodies are flesh. So you have to keep the flesh healthy. Lemon, garlic, honey. You know, stick with the things we've been using. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they eating vegetables and shit? They eating vegetables and shit because they don't want to feel like us when the 5G shit hit. They want to be ready for 5G. The only people going to make it with 5G is healthy people. If you are not healthy, 5G is not going to be for you. Because it's going to drive you insane every time they tap that shit on to suck some energy so that they can build the best motherfucking machine that they can build. And they're going to use it by fucking with the best people who think the best. They're going to use us to make the best goddamn machine. Mark my word. So what I'm saying about that is beware that your surroundings, your friends, your family, all that stuff might change up for certain reason. Now you hanging with some people you don't know. That's 5G. Changing the matrix. You turn around people you used to know, you ain't cool no more. They acting like they got a problem with you, but you don't know what happened. I ain't do nothing to you. That's 5G. It makes people think what they want to think about you, not what they supposed to think. 5G means that I look you up, whatever they said, that's what it's going to be. That's 5G. 5G means you have to work hard so that you put your own destiny out there. This is who I am. Not what they told you I was, but I am who I was because I found out. I made a book. I wrote a book. W.E.B. Du Bois. It don't matter how you want to be great. Be great because that's all you can do in the 5G world is be great. 5G, everybody want to be researched. Everybody want to be looked up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't be looked up, then that means you don't mean anything. That's why Facebook is so important to people, because you can actually research a person and they shit pops up. That's 5G. 5G is realizing that those who were last shall be first, because that's what 5G means. People are stepping up, rising into the power that they're supposed to have, rising and becoming the person that they were supposed to be. People are like, I'm going to make it. I'm going to do what I was supposed to do before I leave this world. Which means that because you have people that are doing that, stepping up and doing what they intended to do in life, that means that we have to realize that we can't do the same things we used to do and get away with it, because now it's like your 5G, 4G, 3G, all that stuff is taking you through the galaxy at a certain pace, but you know where you at, but it's taking you through at a different pace of everybody else. They on another level, you on your level. You gotta stick with your level. You know what I'm saying? Your level might be you in school, you work, got kids. That might be your level. You gotta plan. You gotta focus. You gotta be smart. Or you could be, I got a business. I really don't have to wake up out the bed like that, but just go to the bank and make sure I keep the stock and stuff stocked on the shelf. Like whatever it is, be aware of 4G and 5G. And be aware who is getting affected by it. It is so many crashes on the road from 5G. People on 5G and they're being attacked by 5G and they're crashing their vehicles on the road. They're not focused. They're not focused. Something is already taking their mind. And that's why they do so much construction work to help enhance 5G so that people can always be in a new part of the world, or you're in the same spot. But for whatever reason, they changing it up. You don't know where the spot at no more. You just like, looking for something else. And that's what they want us to do. They want us to look for revenues to go have fun or go da-da-da-da-da. They want us to go to them to have fun. They want us to go partake in their activities, not have your own activities. If you notice, when you do something for yourself now, you don't even have no time to do nothing for yourself. Because they're literally stealing everything from you. Your mind, your intelligence, your time, everything that you put it for you, they take it. They judging now. Every little thing you do is a problem now. Every little thing you do is a problem. That's selfish greed, and that's people who are so into themselves that they don't even consider anybody else being important. It's all about me, me, me. Okay? It's happening. It's happening. As I'm saying it, some people's probably going through the same phase. That's why I had to get it out. Because they cut it on and it affects this part of your brain the most. The most important part is you see so much, you doing so much, you trying to get where you gotta go. Ain't nobody thinking about nobody. They all thinking about themselves. That's 5G. Myself. 4G was others. 5G, myself. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the energy that it puts out. So beware of that. And everybody have a good day.